What's up guys, Crane here from LogicLounge.com. Over the past couple of days, we've seen many exposed videos coming out about a very popular CSGO betting website called CSGOLotto and how its owners are not doing the best of things. And so in this video, I want to explain the timeline of this and give you the factual compilation of everything here. I'll have my sources in the links in the description down below, and I will give my general opinions towards the end of this video. But for at least right now, it's going to be all facts about what has happened. So before I can get into that, let me explain how skins work in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. You can get drops, and these drops are generally cases. These cases you can unlock for a money value, usually $2.50 US. You buy a key, which costs that $2.50, and you can open that case. When you open that case, you can get a skin. That skin has a value attached to it. Now, Valve's intention was wholehearted in a sense. Any money that you put into Valve would stay within Valve. So while you can buy keys, while you can buy cases, while you can buy skins, once you put the money into your Steam account, that money lives within your Steam account. It is only within the last couple of years that what they have started to do is these third-party websites have started to crop up where you can trade in these skins for actual money, and you can use these skins for other purposes rather than just playing with it or selling it on the market to buy other things that you may want to buy. Now, the way that it works is that you actually have the money in your Steam account as your local currency. There is no way to withdraw any of this money. So if I happen to unbox a $1,000 skin, because they can get up to thousands of dollars, but more commonly they're only around a couple dollars to a couple cents, you can't really withdraw that money out of there. So it always lives within the ecosystem. But you can buy it, or you can sell it, and you can buy different games from the Steam marketplace. So what these websites have cropped up and been doing, some sites like OP Skins, where you can actually sell your skins for real money to other people. Other websites have come up out of this that are betting websites, where you can take the monetary value of these skins and bet them just like you would any sort of gambling operation. Now, where does CSGOLotto come in? Well, it is arguably one of the most popular gambling sites out there, and you may not know who the founders and owners of this website is. It is actually two popular YouTubers, one by the name of Trevor Martin, he is T Martin, it's how he's known, and Tom Castle, who he's known as Pro Syndicate. These are very popular YouTubers and Twitch streamers. They have millions of followers over their YouTube accounts as well as their Twitch accounts, so they have a very large influence. And so, as it's been factually shown, these two YouTubers created CSGOLotto. The person who uncovered all of this, his name is Honor the Call, and I'll have links in the description down below on this, actually dug up the business registration records and found both of their names as owners on the website. So it's not just a fluke, just a rumor. It is actually true according to multiple business documents filed with the state where they are located in. Now, on top of that, there's also another popular streamer who happens to be on that list as well, and that's where it kind of gets a little bit in a gray area, and I'll address that later on. But these two people, T Martin and Pro Syndicate, are the two main owners of this website. And thusly, once they created it, they started heavily promoting it, creating YouTube videos with outlandish titles of winning thousands and thousands of dollars. But something happened when they did that. They didn't properly disclose at all that they were the owners. However, what they did say at one point or another is that they are sponsored by their own website. They say this, they don't properly disclose that they are actually owners of the site, they just say that the site is sponsoring them. Now, all of this drama kind of revolves around Trevor himself, because what he has done is something that people would call shady and some people would call downright illegal. So what did he do? Well, you see, he started betting on his own site, but he didn't disclose that. And what he would do is these people would give skins into this website, the website would take a tax of a skin, usually a lower value skin, and that's how they made their profit. Now, in multiple videos, you can see where he is actually interacting as a CSGO bot. One of the bigger videos out there you can see is after he's won a gigantic pot and he goes to look at the trade offer for the CSGO trade of the skins, you see that he's actually logged in as the trading bot rather than his own personal account. And you can kind of see him get a little pale in the face and he's kind of like, what's happening? And he tries to play with it. But you can clearly see that he owns the site because it says that the trading bot is his friend, which those bots don't friend anybody, and that gives one clear pointer there. The other clear pointer, like I said, is the business documentation. And where this gets downright illegal is that it's a major FTC violation that they never disclosed that they were owners of this site. They may have said once or twice that they were sponsored, but they didn't do the proper laws that are around and are liable to them of what they're supposed to do to disclose about the site. The other one on top of that is that they are actively making, well, not making, but letting underage people gamble on their site. The really main age range for Counter-Strike is early teens, under 18. And in most countries and in most states in the United States, you can't gamble at all under the age of 18, yet they would allow people under the age of 18 to gamble. So there is another violation there via the federal gambling board, and that has different names depending on what state that you are in. So they had intentionally, and it is clearly seen in all the sources presented, that they hid that they were the owners of this site, rather trying to pass it off as a sponsorship of this site. This is a major violation, not only in the sense of the FTC, but also the sites that they were promoting to, which was YouTube and Twitch, which have clear guidelines on their terms of service about FTC guidelines and how their channels can be terminated if they don't follow those FTC guidelines. Now, I talked about somebody else being on that business charter, and that is a popular CSGO streamer called Josh OG. He was listed as a secretary, and when he was asked about how he was a part of this, he said that he owned equity in the company because they were just getting started when they came to him for a sponsorship. So rather than offering him a large sum of money, they offered him equity in the company. Now, he doesn't properly disclose that he owns equity in the company, but however, he does consistently say that he is sponsored by the company. And now I have been a fan of Josh OG. I think he's one of the more honest YouTube streamers out there, but this is something that was not properly disclosed because he owns equity in the company, and equity equals ownership rather than a sponsorship. And that's the problem that I have there. So there is just a huge load of issues, and this has even gone to a popular Redditor called Video Game Attorney. He is an actual attorney. He usually represents video game makers, and he said that this is downright illegal, and it is rightly so. You are promoting underage gambling. You are also promoting the violations of FTC by withholding that you are the owner of the site. Now, in the past couple of days, they have retroactively gone back and tried to put in that they were sponsored in these videos, but the evidence is still there, and the evidence is still being collected to this day. I have seen post after post on these guys and how they did not properly disclose the FTC. Now, I hope that kind of gives a timeline on what's happened there and how it's illegal and how it all came to be. Now, these guys will probably have a short-term downfall with YouTube followers and Twitch followers, but it will probably just go back up again. Now, I have heard things, and this is where right here in this video, right, this cut, is where I'm gonna get into more of my opinions and speculation as well. Speculation is that the FTC has opened up an investigation into CSGOLotto. It is registered in the state of Florida, which has very strict gambling laws. So if this is proven to be, then these guys are going to be in extreme amounts of trouble because both of them live in the United States. Now, for my personal opinion, this is not proven, but my personal opinion is they own the site. They have access to the back end. The back end, potentially, they could adjust their odds to make sure that they win more. That is just speculation. That is something that could have happened because they're owners of the site. That is a more of an ethics thing rather than a legality thing. Now, on top of that, there are multiple videos out there as well of him winning it big, but when you really dissect the video, the editing of that video is very poorly edited together, and you can tell that it's like a video on top of a video, and what he won doesn't look exactly legit. And that is all in the sources in the description down below. So this is just a whole mind-blown thing. I don't gamble at all. I have tried gambling, but I've always done it with affiliate codes that usually give you free money. I've never gambled any of my own personal skins because I don't believe in gambling. Plus, it's even illegal in the United States. You can't gamble online. So if anybody in the United States has gambled on any of these websites out there, you are doing something illegal. That is a big thing there. So where is this gonna go? I have no idea. The FTC may or may not look into them. They may or may not shut down their website altogether. I think it's a combination of them being young and them thinking that they can make a lot of money quickly from this site, because again, speculation here, people are saying that they were making upwards of $100,000 a day from the site. So there you guys go. I'll let you formulate your own opinions. I'll let you formulate everything around there. On Valve's end, they could do more to protect against this type of illegal thing by creating stricter regulations on their third-party API and who can use that third-party API. As of recording of this video, they are still allowed to log in to the gambling site via Steam. They're still allowed to do everything that they can to. Valve and Steam hasn't put any sort of restrictions on them, but I would hope that some sort of blanket guidelines are put out there by Valve for regulation, especially in gambling and underage gambling. That is just the biggest thing right there. The big underlining thing is that it's promoting underage gambling because these skins have a monetary value and kids don't know any better. And even me, I'm in my 20s, I still don't know any better. It's just something that comes with time and experience, and these young kids betting away their parents' money, buying skins to put in these sites, thinking that they can make tons of money because a huge YouTuber made tons of money. That's just something that you don't put two and two together very quickly, and I think that it needs to be changed in some sort of way. I'm not an expert on this, but I tried my best to break it down. Both the ethics of it and the legality of it are both poor, and that's all I can say on it. So formulate your opinions, leave them in the comment section down below. Leave me a like if you want, leave me a dislike if you think that it was just horrible. I know I didn't put many videos in here for the sources, and that is just because I don't want to get a copyright strike, because large YouTubers happen to give copyright strikes if somebody looks at them poorly. So I'm trying to protect myself from that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I will see you guys in our next video.